Hi, welcome back to my channel. Anish here for you. Today I'm going to talk about, do you really need a computer science degree to become a good software engineer or a computer programmer? The answer is yes and no. It would be like posing the question, do you need to know how to drive a car before you become its mechanic? You can actually become a good mechanic without knowing how to drive a car. But how can you know what you have mechanicked, not knowing how to test the car? So similarly, you can become a good programmer, but you always lack some basic skills. There are people actually who have turned out to be good programmers without CS degrees, but from my years of practicing and meeting different programmers, I have noticed that those with a computer background tend to have a general overview of IT in general, which is necessary for you to write good programs, compared to those who merely learn how to program. Yeah, so because those who just learn how to program tend to lack basic knowledge in computer science generally, and so they always find it hard time to be good programmers. So you find most of the time they rely so much on environments. So if he entered the world of programming as a mobile app developer using React Native, he is likely not going to think of an alternative technology when he faces a problem, because he sees programming as a tool and the environment he's using as the only tool he can use. However, when you have a CS degree, you have general overview of solving problems in the general IT space. So going back to the answer is yes and no. Of course, those who start out as programmers, of course, tend to increase their experiences very fast, and of course it's cheaper because you don't have to pay a university for 3 years or 4 years to get your CS degree or software engineering degree. So in that regard, I think you should use the resources available. If you can't afford to do a CS degree, start with what you have. Go and maybe take an online course into any technology, maybe a mobile app dev or a website designer or whichever, and get started. But if you have the chance to take a CS degree, I think it's the best thing to do, because you are going to learn the general overview and it will give you a wider scope of your career, what you can do, because CS is very wide. You may not just become a programmer, you may end up being a network admin, you may become a DevOps. So it gives you that general overview of what you can really become, or if you want to change your career, you still have very many options compared to if you started out learning a single technology. So going back to the question, is it better to learn programming on your own versus having a CS degree? And as we always see, use the options you have. If you can afford a CS degree, go do it, but still you have to practice to be good. But if you can start with hands-on skills, start with that and you'll be good to go. Yeah, so otherwise, let me hear your comments, what you think, and see you next time.